inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. Holds it in. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knights. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. As we look at the stats of what has been an offensive showcase so far. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. Flagway. They're all over him. Right side, it's Smith. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madison. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Lagway to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Brings into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bears are rolling down the field. grab behind the line. It's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different. And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Lagway. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Long way to go on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Van Buren. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Trying to establish the run. He's got enough. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking for running room. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Lagway. Finds his man. It's Madison. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Making the adjustment on the play. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Lagway wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Attempt to try. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. Lets it fly. Makes the grab down the middle. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 15 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Gets a hand in there.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll return it from the 50. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Trucks through the defender. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback changing the play. Flag win. Out wide right, it's Miller. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation. Throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Flagway on the play action. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll run it. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. They'll send out the kicker here. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Left side is Ashley. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Lagway to pass. Moving out to the right. And he gets it away.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they? Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the left to Williams. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Lagway wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Look out! And he never had a chance.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He gets a block. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Van Buren. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Ashley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down.
Spider under. Go.
Snapped on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Working the ground game. Fights off a defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run him again. He's past the sticks. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Hand it to the back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Down, ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Buying time to his right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Knights want to move quickly. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Left side is Smith. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Unloads to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right side, it's Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback